Hi, my name is James Martinez, U.S. Army veteran, and I served one tour in Iraq. So we were in Iraq, this is about mid-2003, and I am going crazy because I'm drinking nothing but hot water all the time. Pepsi and hot water is like one of their major drinks out there. They had a lot of Pepsi Cola products. So this kid comes in, little guy, about 10 years old, and he was a hustler. He was a definite, he was a little scrappy kid. He comes in and he's got this little ice chest and he's speaking in Arabic, and I have a translator right there. And the way that he is talking and he's just flowing, you can just tell he's got his sales pitch down. And the translator was able to kind of spin it for me, so I understood what he was saying. And basically it was something to the effect of, you know, gentlemen, you look thirsty. I am here to help you. My name is Dawood, and I have for you a special deal. And he opens up his little chest there, and he's got Pepsi. And he says, I'll give you 3 Pepsis for $1. That afternoon, or that morning, I had found a Orange Crush soda. Orange Crush used to be one of my favorite drinks. So I held up the can, because I had kept it, and I showed him the can, and I said, can you get me this one? He sees the can, he studies it, he tells me yes, takes off. About a couple of hours later, he comes back. He is dirty, and he's got a whole case of this Orange Crush. So I thought it was one of the neatest things. So I told him, you know, I paid him for the sodas, and I told him from now on you can come sell your sodas here in this police station, because it was one of our areas that we operated out of, and it was an area that was secure. So the kid would come back and forth. That morning, a few weeks later, we had what I would call a drive-by shooting. Basically, insurgents came through, started shooting, and it wasn't too bad, but one of the problems was one of my sergeants comes out and he says, hey, I need you to come up front real quick. And when I came out front, the kid was there, and he was bringing me more soda. He got caught in the crossfire. It's just one of those things. It's a casualty of war, I guess. The main problem was I had no idea where he lived. I had no idea where he stayed. So we picked him up, and I carried him block to block to block until we found his family. What do you do? Your kid was killed bringing me soda. That was one of the hardest things, I think, that hit me in Iraq. Even worse, I found out the name Dawood is David in Arabic, which is my son's name. So it's one of those hard day in Iraq that sticks with me. So after a while, you get tired of eating MREs, and in the green zone, it was actually the Saddam International Airport, which we changed to Baghdad International Airport. They started bringing things like Starbucks, and we found out that they opened a Burger King. So from where we were at to where the green zone was at was about a good 15 miles of dangerous, hostile area. And we pretty much took a vote that we're gonna go face these perils because we want a cheeseburger versus an MRE. Took orders from every guy in the unit, or every girl in the unit, because we were a co-ed unit, we were MPs. Went through an entire hostile area with grenade launchers, M16s, M4s, automatic, soft automatic weapons, and we ran a convoy for cheeseburgers. And when we got there, there was actually a line of soldiers, some airmen, some submarines, and everybody you could tell they were happy. Although they were upset, the heat and everything else, it was just one of those little comforts from home that reminded you about home. And out of all of that, it is still one of the best memories I have of being in Iraq, to get that little bit of home, and then taking them back to the unit. We didn't have a microwave. Even the guys and gals that were eating them thought a cold cheeseburger was better than any hot MRE any day. So it was a good day when we got a chance to figure that one out. So I was fortunate enough to make it home, and you felt a little guilty. I think I had that survivor's guilt. How come I come home and others don't? We start to deal with that. We deal with the things that we did in another country, and it was difficult. You're not the same person when you come home. Went through a few things. My biggest fear was to be like my dad. My dad was a Vietnam vet. He held on to everything, and I did not want to be as angry. So I took advantage of my VA benefits. I started talking, started trying to work things out. Unfortunately, I don't think I did it fast enough, because although with the PTSD, I went through a divorce. The ex-wife said, "You're never happy anymore." And I tried to put into perspective, and I don't think she could really understand. It's hard because you think about what you did every day. So you remember that every day. And sometimes when they catch you reminiscing or remembering, they look at like you're not happy with life, or you're not happy with how things are going. You are not the same person. I hear that constantly, that rings in my ear. You're not the same person. We're not. You're not. But that's okay, because the one that makes it home and still continues to survive becomes a better person. So taking advantage of my VA benefits, talking to other veterans, learning about the failures from our past. Our Vietnam veterans came home. A lot of things they missed. I wanted to make sure I didn't fail in that respect, and I wanted to ask for help. Unfortunately, I just don't think I asked for it fast enough to save the marriage, but that's okay, because being a single dad now with my 2 great kids, I am better now than I was before. I thank that to my VA, to my colleagues, my other organizations that are out there, and of course my friends and my family that stuck by me. So for that, I am truly grateful, because a lot of things can succeed and they can get better, and they have. As everything has transitioned, one of the things that I am truly grateful for is that by learning about your VA benefits. The best part is, I remember in the military, we always mess with each other. Marines, Navy, Army, Air Force, Coast. You know what? We're always gonna talk trash about each other. When it comes time for help, I reached out to my fellow veteran, US Navy, who started teaching me about my VA benefits, understanding the loan process, understanding all you gotta do, James, is take some time, fill out the right paperwork, and with the right guidance, Navy here came to the rescue for this Army soldier. So for that, I am truly grateful, brother. I really am. You've helped me out tremendously. Because of his knowledge and wisdom, I'm able to help other veterans now. We pulled it together. We got a VA loan. I got my house. For the first time, it's just me and my kids, single dad, 2 kids. We got our home. I thank the VA. I thank my friends who know how to navigate that paperwork. And our mission now is to share this with you so that you can follow that same path if this is what you want to do. It's time for you to own your own home and use your VA benefits that you've earned to take care of it. As a veteran, we always try to go with what we know or what we trust. I trust Amanda Zito at Main Street Realtor with her connections with Chris and Lee, our finance people. Together, it is a powerhouse team. Amanda's there for our veterans. She's there to help. She's there to help guide us, put us on the right path, and connect us with the right people. She connected me with other veterans who served our country and are now serving other veterans. You want somebody you trust, Amanda Zito and Chris and Lee. They're gonna help you get your home that you need. They help me.